Hello friends, Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa Stringworks workshop. Today we're going to do something we haven't done before, and that is we're going to install a radius mandolin pickup. And when I say I haven't done it before, I mean truly, I haven't done it before. I have installed lots of LR Baggs pickups in guitars. I would say several dozen. However, this will be the first mandolin pickup I've installed. And I stand behind LR Baggs products only because I am a dealer, number one, so let's just be honest about it. I'm a dealer for them. You know, I'm a repairman and I see lots of different pickups and things, and I think LR Baggs are very good design. I know the sound quality is incredibly good. So I stand behind them. I think they're great. Now, I have never used one of these. I've never seen one of these. I've never heard one of these. So we're going to go from start to finish, and you'll get to go along on the ride here and see what it turns out like. But I suspect it'll be very good. Here's what it looks like when you open the box. And we'll go in here and see what's included, because I don't know. Now, I do know all of their pickups say, important, this product must be installed by a qualified Baggs dealer or professional luthier to qualify for warranty coverage. Well, I think I qualify in both counts in that case. So here's instructions. Now, on their guitar instructions, I can tell you, if you read them and take time to understand them, their guitar instructions are very good. I haven't even looked at these instructions yet, although I will before I install this. Let's just see what all the parts are here. This would be the pickup part here that fits flush on top of the instrument. I like this mount because it's just like a violin mount. This type of mount is very secure and stable. It's the same type as you would put a chin rest on a violin, and it won't do any damage to your mandolin. And you can see here that it just goes over to the pickup. So it's very simple installation, it looks like. I don't see as it would be complicated. I don't even know that I would have to read the instructions, but I will, because there may be tips in here that I don't understand. Here's some different little stick-on pads and things to keep cables out of the way. And then there's a button, and what I would call an in-pin button that would, I think, go over the top of this. Although I'm not sure we'll need it the way this is installed. We'll look at that. So let me look through the instructions and we'll get started. I thought I would just read to you a section in the instructions here at the very beginning. It says, the Radius is a revolutionary new soundboard transducer capable of reproducing true acoustic tone and characteristics of your instrument. It has been tuned for use on mandolins, but can also be utilized on violins and other small framed instruments within the same frequency range. It installs simply and non-destructively to the top of your mandolin with putty or peel and stick adhesive label. The adhesive will hold firmly to the instrument while remaining pliable and easily removable. If you are at all concerned about the double stick adhesive, then they provide a putty that you can use instead. We're going to be installing the pickup on this lower mandolin. This is a model LM310F BRB. It was just recently, like last week, set up by me here in the shop, and we've been waiting for the pickup to come in. It is a very nice little lower mandolin, and let's hear what it sounds like before we do anything to it with the pickup. The action on this is set up very low, I will tell you. It easily holds the pick. It even lifts the pick at the 7th fret. So if you get on it really hard, it's going to be a little bit buzzy. Okay, now we'll install the pickup and see what it sounds like afterwards. Full disclosure, I'm going to tell you right now we're ready to install this, but I already think I've noticed a problem. I like the design, everything's good, except that if you will look at this, when you put this on here, that end pin, this extension here, is going to touch the top of the mandolin. Now, if you tighten this down, that's going to really push down into that really pretty hard. So I'm a little bit uptight about that. On a flat mandolin, you know, it wouldn't be a problem. I'm going to think about that a little bit, maybe even give LR Bags a call and see what they say. Well, I didn't actually show the installation of this because there really isn't anything to it. You just stick it on here and you just tighten these down. And I have this little tool for tightening them down, but they do provide a little tool also, for a little metal tool in this bag. I don't know if you can see it very good, but that little hook metal tool there can tighten these down. So they provide a tool, but I already had one, so I just tighten these down. Nothing to it at all. I coiled the wire up here. They say in the instructions that you can cut the wire off to length if you would like, but I chose not to do that because, I mean, you have to resolder it, and resoldering is not a problem, but I got to thinking, well, you know, he might want to take this pickup off and put it on a ukulele, or he might want to put it on a violin, or, you know, on something else down the road. And if you cut it off too short, well, then it's not very flexible. So I just coiled the wire up under here, and I think that is fine. I don't see a problem with that unless it would start to buzz. I used the gum that they provide. It's just a kind of like a rubber gum or putty or whatever you want to call it, and I just stuck it on here as a test. And so here's what it sounds like with it stuck on here. You can see it's got a nice clear sound. There's your G. Gives it a real clear sound, I think. Okay, now that's just the first place I stuck it. With this putty, you can take it off and try it in different places, you know, and so that's what we're going to try to do here. I'm going to tear off this excess putty that I don't need, and then I'm going to stick it a little more on the base side. Again, if I had cut this off, we wouldn't be able to do this either. So I'm going to stick it through, and or at least try to, and put it a little closer to the base side strings, and get it down below here, and need something to poke it down through there where I can't reach in there. Alright, so now I have it mounted with that stick-on putty in a different location, and let's see what that does to the sound. Well, I like that better already, I think, because it doesn't emphasize the treble so much. That. I think I'm going to try to move it even more centered now and see if that works. Just move it a little bit more towards the actual center of the instrument rather than bass or treble. That was a little more on the bassy side. Now I'm just going to try to get it right dead center. And I'm about a 1/4 inch behind the bridge. And let's see what that sounds like. That seems pretty balanced. That's pretty good. I think I'm just going to go with it right there. The putty gives them more flexibility. Maybe I'll just leave it with the putty and let them decide where they want to put it. Friends, I just thought I'd mention to you on that pickup, you can install this pickup internally. It would not be easy, but it could be done. And even on an F-hole mandolin, it could be done. In other words, you can install it similar to the way you install a pickup on a guitar, with the end pin being right here. They send you an extra little cover, just like they do on a guitar, that when after it goes through this end block, that you can just, plug your cord right into the end here, just like a guitar. Then this little stick-on part can be, the pickup itself can be installed up underneath the bridge. Now, it would be a tough install to do it that way, but it could be done, and if you would want that done, I could do that for you too. And even on an F-hole mandolin, it could be done, but it would be much harder. But anyway, so if that's something you're interested in, let me know that too. I took it back off, cleaned up the putty a little bit, put a little thinner layer of putty on there, and I've got it about where I had it the last time, and here's what it sounds like for the final time here. To my ear, it sounds very balanced, very clear. Everybody hears things differently, but in my opinion, that is a very good pickup. It sounds very good. It's easy to install. Couldn't be easier to install. You just got these two little tighteners there. The only slight hesitancy I have is how close it sits to the top. But in this particular case, it doesn't actually touch the top once you get it installed. It looks like it's going to, but once you tighten it down, it pulls it back a little bit and it doesn't actually touch the top. Now, these extra wires floating around here, potentially could be a problem, but I don't think so. They're back far enough that they're not in the real vibration area. And so I don't think it's going to be a problem with vibrating off of the top or anything like that. So in my opinion, it's a pretty good deal. I hope you enjoyed this LR Baggs mandolin pickup installation. If you'd like to order one of these pickups, I believe I can sell them with shipping for about $135. Just feel free to contact me. You can contact me via email at rosastringworks@gmail.com. Well, then I can just send you a PayPal invoice and I'll ship it to you. It's not a big deal at all. Thank you for watching. Let me hear what you think in the comments.